on, y'all? It's the Homeboys Conversation collaboration with the Dating 101 podcast. Know who we got in the building? We got Miss Siobhan Carter with her head laid to the front. What's going on?
What's happening?
We got Ganged Up T. He got his head laid to the back. And I'm just going bald over here, so it's not laid at all. Yeah. So since we kind of started a little late, I'm gonna start off with the topic that was on the fly. We talking about T-Boy, Mr. Dirk Jackson.
That's not my boy.
If y'all don't know Mr. Dirk Jackson, he one of the originators of, I guess, podcasting relationships, huh?
The finesse.
Yeah, they one of the best. And he actually, he went viral some years ago based off of some of the stuff he used to say, but he also went viral for when he got caught up. Now, lately, he kind of reemerged. Somebody, matter of fact, been sending me a lot of clips of him. Like he was, in my opinion, he back on his bullshit. But then recently, he just got caught up again. And now he's saying he's heading for divorce. I'm going to just ask y'all opinion. What do y'all think about this? Miss Carter?
So I think...
Go ahead.
So I think he just, at this point, just get a divorce. Because clearly you want to be out here in these streets. So just go ahead, get a divorce, and have your fun and do what you want to do with these women. I feel sorry for his wife because she is in this whole spiritual thing. Like, she is heavy into Christianity, and like it's like far left. Like, she just doing all kind of stuff. Like, just I think last month she was just talking about cursing people that put his name in their mouths or whatever and all that kind of stuff. So I just feel like it's a mess. So just break up and go on about your business, because you want to be out here in the streets. So the streets is calling his name. So go on out there.
The streets is calling.
It's not surprising to me. I've been saying he was a fraud. Every dude that come on the internet and try to like give y'all women advice and tell y'all to do this, and if a dude don't do that, he ain't for y'all. 9 times out of 10, then he talking about himself. The reason he can tell y'all, the reason he can speak on all this is because this is what he does, or what he has done. Trust and believe. He's speaking from experience.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's not surprising to me. And I mean, I don't feel bad for his wife either, because he should have left the first time. She gonna stay. That just show. And then when he did all that stuff when he was on camera with her, and like the way he was treating her, like, come on now, I don't feel bad for you at all. This is what you brought on yourself.
Exactly. I'm with you, T. I agree. I don't feel bad for him. I don't feel bad for her. But one of the things that I like, how me and somebody was talking about the day, we was talking about pretty girl privilege. But people don't realize it's privilege being an attractive male too. And when you look at some people and you catch them in their past and you've seen their upbringing, when I always talk about it, if you used to get women, it's certain things that don't impress you about women this day and age. If you're not, I believe everything he was talking about, he was serious about before he had the temptations of different women trying to get him. And I think when he first came out and all this stuff, this, that, and the third, until all these beautiful women starting to like, hey, how you doing? What's up? Flirt with him, and now everything he talked about went out the window. See, it's always easy to criticize people when you ain't got the options. But when his options open, it's when he started to change around. So basically, I'm with you. Every guy that every relationship ponder that come out and just ponders the woman, because I felt like with him, why I don't like him is because he was always one-sided. It was always you niggas, you niggas, you niggas. And that's my biggest problem. So I'm happy he got what he got. And I'm happy his wife got what she got. I'm happy because she was stupidly religious. Like,
Yeah.
she couldn't even get conscious past that.
It's almost like cultish, like, you know.
Yeah.
It's really, yeah, I don't know. She on some other stuff, but I hope she get the support that she needs, or maybe this will help her go even deeper into the religion. I don't know, but it's a mess. But so Big Tokyo says, hey y'all, okay, Shavonna T here. Thank you, girl. You see, okay. Don't hype me up, Tokyo.
Yeah.
Rhyme Reason said, hey. Jack said, fill me in. We're talking about the Derek Jackson situation. Big Tokyo said the Derek dude and his wife situation. Yeah. Hey Josh. Yeah. Thank you for the
yeah. A little side note, and I want to go back off of what we talked about real quick, nothing special, about Deion Sanders. Last week we were adamant about, and I'm gonna be first. I was more adamant about him leaving because of how he said he was. Yeah, did you just point at me, Siobhan?
Yeah.
But then someone sent me a video, and the video was based off of him saying how the stadiums were full, 60,000 people, but when you look at the ticket sales, it was on like 28,000, and I'm certain he gets a percentage from that profit. But a lot of people don't know. The people he brung in and all that. And I don't think he mentioned it, but I don't think other people, I'm starting to see other stories where people say Jackson State was like doing underhanded stuff. And I think that will ultimately lead him to wanting to leave. Because based off of his popularity, if he's already making $300,000, and let's say he's getting 10-15% of the ticket sales, but like I said, as Deion said, he's getting 10-15% of the ticket sales, and you're basically saying we had half of the people coming versus I see 60,000 people in the stands where I know I'm supposed to receive another 60,000 and you give me 30. I can see how I can be like, nah, I'm good. I still feel bad for the kids that came there based on that, who could have had D1 scholarships other places, but I can understand him saying it's time for him to go. Just a little side note.
Yeah, because you never know what happened. Because I went to a HBCU and we don't handle things well. I love my school, I really do, but we don't, especially when it comes to money. It's unfortunate, and then also us alumni, we don't give back the way that these PWI schools do. No. So we're not supporting in the way that we need to either. So it's not just all on him. And I've been following him, like the YouTube page, since all of this happened, and man, that Colorado facilities is woo.
Oh, I know.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know. I remember playing football in high school, and every year we would go to play like rival high schools out in Virginia. Mm-hmm. These people had a practice field and a real field. Their facility was amazing. And I'm sitting here like, yeah, I still don't look like this. Like,
they got an indoor practice field. That joint is.
Of course. I think he would have. I think it would have, had they been handling his money right, Jacksonville could have got there because Jacksonville had the popularity at this point. Jackson State. Okay. Moving right along. T, I'm gonna start with you before I really get into some other relationship topics. How do you feel about the Brittany Griner release based off the trade and everything that went down?
All right, so
hold on, real quick. Let her read that last comment.
Jackie says HBCU funding and financials are horrible. Used to work at Howard, and there was no funding coming from alumni. Absolutely, that's the unfortunate part. Yeah, that is.
Siobhan, how much money have you sent back to Jackson?
I haven't. I'll be honest. I haven't. To Florida A&M, I have not. I feel like I haven't gotten into the financial position where I have that much disposable income to give to my school. So I'm guilty. I'll say that.
Yeah. T, go ahead. How do you feel about the Brittany Griner trade?
I feel like she was doing pretty good in Russia. Like she and they're holding their own. I feel like, we probably could have, we could have held off a little longer, got a better trade going, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to lie, it don't sit well with me with this guy being free or whatever. He's supplying weapons to terrorists, things like that. Granted, America has done the same thing, but, I mean, just to know we traded him for her, that's like, it don't sit well with me. I'm glad she's free. I'm glad she's free. I am glad she's free, but I feel like they could have, maybe trade for somebody a little less serious. You know what I mean?
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just wanted her to come home. I just couldn't imagine being over there. I just, I'm sorry. I just wanted her back. It's unfortunate. Like, I don't know much about the guy. I've heard stuff about him, and it sounds like he was a terrible person and did some terrible things. And I wanted her to come home. So it's unfortunate that the other guy, Paul, is still over there. That's been there for 4 years. That totally sucks because his family is heartbroken that he's not able to come home. So that sucks. But I don't know. I just ain't wanting to be over there in them conditions like that.
But Rez, before you go, Rez, let me just say this too. Like, what has she done?
What you mean? What has she done?
What has she done? What has she done? Give me her stats. Give me her stats.
That's for what? To earn coming home? What you mean?
I mean, I got people in jail right now that I wish was home.
Oh.
And that probably done did more for my community than she did, but they locked up. They ain't trading for them and all that and pardoning them and none of that. None of the people I know got pardoned. They trading an arms dealer for her though. She ain't gonna come out, and she better score 40 every game now since she back. Don't come back.
She gotta
Don't come
get
back
her mental
and
right.
play like
That
some
was a
shit.
lot. That was a lot of trauma. She gotta get it back.
Don't come back
right.
playing like some trash. We done traded you for an arms dealer. You better take your team to the championship. Hell no.
I can't.
I know people a hard time.
Yeah. I feel like that trade was an old whitewash America to black people trade. One, the guy Paul Wheeler, I believe his name was, he's actually in jail for espionage. So it's a much different crime of what they were trying to create. Yeah. He's in jail for espionage. He got 4 different passports from other places. So who knows where he's from? He was dishonestly discharged from the military, so he's not even a Marine, how they try to claim it out of him. Mm-hmm. 2, Brittany Griner been in jail for what, 9, 10 months, almost a year. Even though they traded the arms dealer, she had 8 more years to do. The arms dealer ain't had no more than 6 more years.
Oh, so he was
coming home free regardless.
Okay.
So at one time, I felt the same way you felt, T, but then realizing he was coming home in 6 years regardless. So, I mean, we could wait the 6 years or swap her out doing this. So it was the most reasonable trade if you're going to do anything. But I feel like this was a old.
Look at T face.
This was a old. This was an old. Playing to black people. And that's what I feel like he did. They played up the black people. They played up the gays. And this is nothing but a political move, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the only thing because it was no reason to make a trade at all. You went over in another country. You broke the law. Like, it was no reason to make a trade. So you only making a trade based off of political reasons.
Yeah.
When everybody keeps saying, well, if it was a LeBron James would have been over Jamaica trying to sneak weed back. Like, and I'm not against marijuana. I'm not even against crack. So I don't give a. So I'm not against it. But you did break them goddamn laws. Yeah. And you knew the goddamn rules when you went over there. Like, when I go to places, let me tell you this. I travel. When I go to places, trust and believe, I'm on my best motherfucking behavior.
Yeah.
If we're going
locked up abroad, it's not the move.
If we're going to trade for somebody who actually broke laws, but we're going to trade to bring them home, let's bring home R. Kelly. He made
No.
great music.
No.
He makes
He
great
made a
music.
whole song that said he did it. No.
He did not make that song. He did not make that song.
Yes,
He came out and
did.
said
In
he did not make that
2018.
song.
In 2018,
No.
it's a 19-minute
Y'all
song
believe
of
in
him
anything. Nah.
singing.
Stop playing my
It's
man
on
like that. My man didn't do
YouTube.
that.
19 minutes of all the stuff he. Yes, he
I
did.
listened to it.
Yes,
But I'm
me
saying,
too.
free
He don't need
KOs,
to be
man. If
on.
y'all
He
don't
need
free
to be
somebody,
in there.
look what he has contributed
You
a lot.
just done a TikTok video to kill video
I don't
song.
care. I can listen to his music. He don't need to be out here messing with these babies. No. No.
What they say in them comments real quick?
Britney Tropic Thunder Iron Man mode. Y'all so silly. Big Tokyo says that was not a fair trade. It was not equal, but I'm glad they did it for a black person. Jackie said I'm not a fair trade at all. Big Tokyo says, what y'all think about them saying she Joanna man?
Yes, they heard her talk.
Big Tokyo says I agree, Reggie. Oh yeah. She also hates in America. Big Tokyo says the parents need to be in jail.
Yeah. We talking about R. Kelly. Yeah.
He don't need to be out.
I feel like
he good. He's still making music.
You remind me of my
Nobody said he was still messing with them young girls.
Let me tell you what. He good.
Them people came from all the way back there.
He got some things he needs
People
to
got
work
paid
out.
for that.
He needs to sit down for a minute.
Not 30 years of workout.
Listen.
I'm just
What?
Or at least let my man bring out a new album. They playing with my man.
I'm gonna move right along.
I'm just saying. I like his music.
Siobhan Lewis' sister, Lori Harvey,
Why I gotta be
actually
my
have, because you like her, you actually agree with her little comment.
Y'all
Siobhan
know
Lewis'
what I was
sister,
saying.
Lori Harvey,
Mm-hmm.
actually have men sign an NDA before dating.
Let's go.
And the penalty for this NDA, you will be sued for $1 million.
Millions. Let's go.
$1 million. So, Miss Siobhan,
Let's go.
do you think this is smart? And would you be willing, if you found the perfect person to sign an NDA that you can't disclose anything about this relationship, whether y'all break up or whatever?
Shut your goddamn mouth. Look, yes, it's brilliant in my opinion. You shut up. I'ma do me, and I'ma tell you some things, and you better not say nothing about nothing that we talk about, nothing that I share with you, nothing that we do, nothing. Yes, I'm here for it. I love what Lori Harvey do. Y'all can talk about her all day, but guys do
your
it
little
all the
sister.
time. So
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
T, would you ever be willing to sign what if Lori Harvey was trying to date you, T? Would you be willing to sign the NDA? Would you think that's a good move?
I'm rich too, right? I'm already rich too.
No, you broke.
No, she
T,
ain't
right?
messing with no broke dudes.
You T.
She messing with me right
She
here,
see
like
you in
me.
the gym. Yeah, she see you working out in the gym. You start off as a trainer. You know they fall in love with that type of
That's
stuff.
what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sign that junk. I'm gonna make her fall in love with me. I'm gonna use it for her and her daddy money. And yeah, I'm gonna bounce after that. I ain't gotta tell nobody nothing. Yeah, I don't like her. I don't like her.
Lori
She
Harvey
make my
is like
soul
Robin
itch.
Givens and Boomerang, and I'm here.
Yeah, she make my
for
soul
it.
itch. I don't like her.
You said she make what? T?
She makes my soul itch.
I don't see the problem.
Like not hearing her name, my spirit is moved, and not in a good way.
Yeah. You don't like her. I don't have a problem with that as long as the NDA is both parties, especially like you said. Now, broke me, it really doesn't matter. But if I have money, then I will feel like on both parties. But you know, I always get mad at Michael B. Jordan. I'm still upset that he even thought that was a good relationship to enter. But to each his own. But to sign, I think, let me say this though. I think this will be more beneficial for men than it is for her. Because I don't think most of the guys that she date will be like get popular off her. Now, let's be honest, a lot of dudes that the Kardashians dated became more popular. People ain't become more popular dating Lori Harvey. Michael B. Jordan had money.
I don't think it's about popularity. She don't want them people telling her business. People be screenshotting. You know when people break up, they be screenshotting and just starting to put all the business out there. I think she's trying to protect her image, I guess, or not her image, but
she has. I'm gonna say her image is what it is.
No, just
she rolling, Red.
Just the privacy.
I know.
She tired of people saying she rolling, so she want to get that NDA and protect her name.
Listen,
she is who she is.
Yes,
she actually is, and I don't have a problem with it. But I just don't think that like I don't feel like somebody talks about her like they would talk about some other celebrity. I don't think it's a bad move, but I don't think I'm like for real. Like the people who she dated, Puff Daddy, Michael B. Jordan, Future, all these people way more popular than her. Mm-hmm. The only person she have the up on is Puff Daddy's son.
I just think.
Go ahead and read them comments.
Big Tokyo said, "Hey Siobhan sis, hey girl. I'm telling you, right. See, all the women agree. Miss Nana said that part. I'm here for that. Miss Nana said people run their mouth for nothing. Not a dog. Right. They just be running their mouth. She said them niggas gonna be lined up to sign for that. Yes. Yes.
Whatever. I doubt it. I do not agree.
She got that torchy tea.
I think it's trash. I think the only person that thought it was good was Michael B. Jordan because he ain't used to date no black woman.
He date those exotic looking women.
Yeah, but that's why he probably the only one thought it was good. She didn't give him a little fire, but I don't feel like nobody else wanted her past go. Like all the rest of them dudes, like Future say, tell Steve Harvey I want her. Like nobody else is that impressed with her. I mean, that's just my opinion. Yeah, moving right along. Yeah, I bet.
Big Tokyo says, look how much Future speak on her. I know that's right.
Good music.
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
She said,
yeah,
my
his
name
feelings ain't hurt.
Your mouth. Feelings hurt.
He speak on all of them. He's still speaking on Sierra.
Part always hurt. Anyway.
She left him right. She be leaving these dudes.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all haters.
Every time he break up with a girl, he make a song about her.
Mm-hmm.
Black China, Lori Harvey, Ciara, all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, it's just I just think that's just his whistle.
They might be.
That's just his little thing.
Yeah, they might be.
Yeah, it's easy to make a song. Yeah,
it makes it pop. Up with them, Sugar had material. Some people some artists are better when they heartbroken or when they in their feelings a little bit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So people
are lives.
Yeah.
Birthday
say y'all hating on the I know, right? Like I understand.
We hating on the thought. A viral video went out. Actually, someone sent it to me. A young lady was talking about a breakup that she had. She said she broke up with a dude because he nutted on her carpet. She said she didn't know what happened to her, but she ended up calling him like, hey, did you come to me or something? She said, and the dude was like, nah, he nutted on the carpet. So she broke up with him. Now, T, was that a sufficient enough like reason to break up with a dude? And like, is it actually a real big deal in your opinion? I'm gonna ask the guy first. We gotta ask the guy.
Of course it's not a big deal in my opinion. I've done it everywhere. It's not a big deal in my opinion. Like, clean that shit up. I mean, I'll clean it up. I'll clean it up myself, so there's no problem. Hopefully, she won't see it. I hurry up and go get the rag, clean it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I busted my hand or something. Go to the bathroom, wash my hands or something. I don't know. But she shouldn't have broke. She didn't have to break up with him. It must be some really nice. It had to be some really nice carpet.
It must be no good sex. Miss Siobhan?
We
seen that new rug in your house.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah.
That nigga done nutted all on that new rug.
You better wipe this up. They was having unprotected sex, so it must have been. So it must have been something. And she said she wouldn't mind if he did it on her, so it couldn't have been that bad. So I think that was just petty for her to break up with him for that. I would want you to clean up my rug, because she was like, oh, what if my little godson was crawling on the floor or whatever. He could have been
on
still be
on the floor that long.
It's just it would have been dried up.
It's so thin.
But it's just I don't know. It just seems like it was a petty reason to do it.
He could have like been about to climax and hurry up and pull it out, and it just came out as he pulled out. Yeah. So he had time to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just,
I guess now I'm wondering where they was having sex at. I guess I never took that in. They must have been on the couch. Yeah, there must have been something on the couch because you got to be a fast dude to pull out and run all the way up the bed and jump off.
I'd rather on the floor than on my couch though.
Yeah, well,
you're gonna get my shit clean. Like you're not.
But see, I guess
you know what probably fucked her head up though. He probably ain't tell her that he did that shit. Obviously,
that's what the video said.
He probably went and cleaned up himself and ain't cleaned that shit up. That's probably why she thought her. What if her nephew or her godson would have crawled in it? Because she ain't never even know it was on the floor. He could have at least told her, like, yeah, I made a mess on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Let me clean this up.
But that's what she said. She said that, you know, she didn't see it. So then she looked at him, then she said she had to call him and be like, hey, did you come at me or something like that? And he was like, nah, I'm not on the carpet. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
that's a dirty so, she might should have broke up with him. That's a red flag. That's what he told her. He didn't even tell her. So that, imagine if he do something else around the house and don't tell her. That's dirty. Yeah, anything. Just leaving it there. Bathroom smelling pissy like a gas station bathroom. Yeah. You wondering why you keep smelling piss every time you go in your bathroom. It's because this nigga pissing on the floor.
Maybe it's more to the story, but that just seemed like a petty reason just for that. But I don't know.
Man, let me tell you this. Anytime I feel like if a woman break up with a nigga, and especially if they having sex, I feel like the sex wasn't that good. Mm-hmm. Because you ain't just break up for real. I don't feel like you breaking up with good sex simply because of this one issue. Like I feel like I understand her gripe. Now let me say this, and I'm gonna be totally transparent and honest. I can't say I wouldn't have done it myself. I'd have cleaned it up. But I couldn't say, oh man, you would have never like nothing on the cup. I couldn't say that. I still, to be honest, I can't say I have it in my life.
That shit done been everywhere.
I can't say I haven't done it in my life. Mm-hmm. I don't recall, but I can't say I'm 40, must be 49. I can't say I haven't done it.
Yeah.
So basically, you know, I think that was petty, but anytime somebody break up over a petty situation, I feel like there were more to it, and it wasn't that, you know, y'all wasn't even that strong as a couple in the first place. Like if you're just nothing on carpet, I'm curious because that means y'all was raw dogging it already.
Right.
Y'all was raw dogging. That means y'all should have been in a little more a stronger relationship. You just breaking up with him right then and there. That means y'all was not nowhere near emotional like a child. Well, at least you wasn't. Mm-hmm. Yeah. At least you wasn't.
Yeah.
You wasn't.
So Miss Nana said, put it in your hand on me, but not on the carpet. Big Tokyo says, why do I know it's there? That's a problem. Don't be marking no territory in here. Miss Nana said, disrespectful. Exactly. Jackie said, yeah, she was trying to get rid of him. Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
Maybe he came.
Yeah. That's what I feel like.
He probably came too quick.
I told you, maybe it had to be something else. Like she was like, Dad, that's over. All right. Well, I'll catch you another time. And then like, hold up. Did this nigga nut on me? Like, you didn't? Oh my, yeah. It's done. We done. Like, yeah, you was mad at that 3 minutes he gave you. Okay, moving right along. Mike knew from the jump his 10-year-old daughter, Jate, was not his, but he claimed her anyway. He'd been taking care of for the last 10 years. During COVID, he fell on hard times with his bus job. It's a transporting traveling job, where they run buses back and forth to Atlantic City. So the money that he was usually giving Jolanda, he could no longer afford to give her as much as he was. During an argument, after some time, she ended up telling her daughter he's not really your dad because he could no longer give her the money. Now, even though the daughter was upset, he still tried to keep contact with her, or her daughter was upset. He still tried to keep some type of contact with her over the line, but eventually she fell off. After a year or so, now COVID then sis, and he's back up and running, making more money. Jate called him to let him know that her and her mother was about to get put out, and she told him Jelana told her daughter to call him to see if he can help out. And he's wondering, should he, for the simple fact that they rolled out his life when he no longer could send the money, as well as the daughter kind of turned her back on him also. Do you feel like he should help her out? And if you was in this similar situation, you think you would? Miss Siobhan, I'm going to start with you.
That's tough. Should? No. But it depends on how he feels, because if he knew from the beginning that baby wasn't his and he still claimed her, that says a lot about his character and how he is as a man. So I know that they did him dirty or whatever, but I guess it just depends on how he would feel. Would he be okay with that, being that he still cares about the little girl or whatever? But it's really, what he feels, but he's not obligated to, especially after they gave them their butt to kiss, gave him the butt to kiss. Yeah. So it's an unfortunate situation, especially using a little girl to call him. Like, that's just manipulation, so, but it's really about how much he can handle, if he would be okay with that, but he's not obligated.
Yeah. T?
That's just not doing it for me. You need to get it, don't you? No, I wouldn't do it. There's just be out of the house. Wouldn't have a pot to piss in. Wouldn't throw it out. Left me when I was down. So now it's y'all turn to pay. That's how I'm carrying it. That's how I carry stuff. Like, I really notice about myself. I'm real spiteful, and it's like I'll act like I'm unbothered, and when stuff bad happens to people who did stuff bad to me, I really enjoy it. And it's like I would really tell, no, I ain't got it right now. I'm on hard times myself. Like, I pray for you. I hope, it gets better. Especially knowing that the mother told her to call me. She didn't even call me on her own. The mother had to tell her to call me. Right. I'm definitely just cutting all ties with y'all. I probably done found somebody new and all that already. So I'm definitely not doing it.
But they wasn't together. He was just taking care of the child because he thought it was his from the jump. And I guess he was like, you know what? I understand. I ain't got no kids. I'm cool. And he was financially doing well at the time. So it was not.
She used up my good card. She used up all my good. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at him if he said, I'm done. Because it's like, that's wrong the way they did him.
I think it was a horrible situation, but I agree with you, Siobhan. Depending on this character, I feel like if it was me, I would only do as much as financially as it wouldn't even bother me to lose out on this money.
Yeah,
I wouldn't overextend myself. I know people with kids who is waiting for their kids to be old enough to not depend on them.
Yeah,
he was willing to take on that burden, and now that they actually cut him off, it's like, oh, okay. Like, I know people waiting on their 17-year-old kid and 18-year-old kid to get a job before they can no longer have that burden.
Yeah.
And you telling me you gone in 10 years, and I'm like, okay, cool. I ain't got to worry about it. But to me, I don't know, in that sense, it's like a feeling of ownership. Like, I done already helped raise her. I can see me financially saying, I'm going to get y'all out of this, and that's it. Like that's it. Like I can see me cutting ties in that way.
Y'all are such good people, and I think that's why God put y'all in my life, because y'all are good. You know, y'all are good. Because let me tell you something.
I done seen you do a whole lot of good for people who ain't know.
Let me explain this to you right here, okay? Y'all say it depends on his character. Well, we know his character is good because he took care of the child all that time, okay? Now, God sent him somebody good, and he showed his good character, and when she do, she neglected it and kicked it to the side. So guess what? Now, he should be looking at it as God punishing them. This is what you get when you neglect an angel sent from God right here. This is your penance right here. So I'm going to sit back and I'm going to watch.
But
I'm going to see how it goes.
10 years is a long time, though. That's like his daughter. So I don't.
So I've invested 10 years.
But now it's like 12 years.
Yeah.
But he haven't really talked to him.
Yeah.
10 with me, 2 without. Okay, so continue to 2 without. This is your journey. This is the journey that you and your mom have to walk on now without me.
I mean,
I was there in the beginning and now I'm gone.
Yeah,
you know,
I can see that.
You and Siobhan, you and Rez are such good people, man. I swear, y'all so good. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
He definitely needs
to
probably distance himself, from that situation, because it's just not, it's toxic at this point.
I guess I have a questionable character, and that's fine.
But let me say this, T. And like I said, I wouldn't extend myself. Mm-hmm. Like what he probably was doing before was treating it as if that was my daughter. So he was doing above and beyond. Yeah. Now it's like I wouldn't overextend myself. Right. Like really like put you like nah.
Why extend yourself at all?
I know one thing.
Because like Siobhan said, I didn't raise this child as a what's name. Mm-hmm. And T, I know you personally that you still look out for kids that's not yours.
Because
what are you talking about?
They ain't turned their back on me neither. They've been with me through everything, no matter what.
Okay.
Never turned their back.
I know.
So they will always have me.
I know one thing. If he's dating someone else and he tells her this story, she gonna be like, "Oh no, don't you give them nothing."
Well, if you already got your money, you ain't gotta inform her of what you doing with your finances at this point. You gotta do what you want. Like, hey, look, what's that?
It's like you share stuff with your partner. Like, look, so and so called me. You just telling the story, like not sharing. So yeah. That would be an issue.
Okay. This is kind of a lengthy story. 2 years prior to COVID, Murray and Rebecca and a few of their friends go to homecoming. They got some type of hometown group that they in. I guess people have those type of groups, Siobhan? Like groups with people from the same city and college. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Man, you ain't go. I gotta ask somebody who I know.
Like all the Jacksonville people, all the Chicago people, all the Miami people.
Yeah, I gotta ask people who I know with college. Yeah. Because I'm looking up these stories and I'm like, okay. So 2 years prior to COVID, Murray and Rebecca and some friends go back to 2 years prior to COVID, Murray and Rebecca and some friends goes back to homecoming. Of course, everybody's meeting up, and one of their groups was some hometown group that they all had. They meet some guys, one of the guys' name was Ben. Ben kind of flirted with Murray and Rebecca in a way, but he kind of was really just feeling Rebecca. Murray was actually in a relationship at the time, so she really couldn't really do anything anyway. Rebecca wasn't really feeling the guy at the time. The guy this was his first year back, first year out of college, this and the third. He just coming down. And she felt like he was kind of like rugged. Didn't really, I guess, look up the par at that particular time. Murray liked the guy so much that she really became persistent in making sure that Rebecca got his number. Of course, COVID happened and everything, and now everybody's back in action. They go down to the homecoming this year. Just so happens Murray's no longer in the relationship. Rebecca never calls the guy during that time. So when they get back down there, he's one of the guys that they actually see. Immediately once they seen each other, because Murray and him kind of was cool, they immediately started interacting, laughing and joking. Nothing. They exchanged numbers and said when they get back home, they would, promise to meet up. They actually go back home, go out on a few dates, have fun, but as friends. Now, Murray get invited to a game night at one of the friends' house, which Rebecca was there and all other friends, and she actually invited Ben. Of course, everybody's having fun, drinking, doing everything, but she noticed Ben and Rebecca kind of flirty with each other. Touchy-feely, laughy-jokey, this and the third. Of course, she pulls up Rebecca, and let him know that, hey, he came here with me. Rebecca replied, he said y'all was just friends. It wasn't nothing that big, yada, 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 and she's like, but no, I really like the guy, this, that, and the third. But Rebecca, on the one hand, she's like, well, you gave the guy a number to me some years ago. And Murray was like, hey, you didn't really care for him a couple of years ago. Rebecca was like, look, if you really like him that much, he fair game. May the best woman win. And steps off. Now she's wondering, should she, one, question the friendship, two, even try to go out to Ben, or three, say something to Ben and feel like he was wrong. Do you feel like any of her viewpoints are valid? Miss Siobhan.
Oh, this is a mess. See, that's why this is a mess. This is a mess. One, I felt like Ben never liked Mary. He just saw her as somebody that was cool, even though she was really liking him. So she got to realize he don't like you like that. He'll hang out with you or whatever, but he really wanted Rebecca. So that's the one that he wanted the number and all that. So you got to accept, just because you like him, so when she says, should she say something to him, she could say something to him, but he gonna tell her, like, look, we cool. I thought we was just kicking it, just hanging out. Like, you're taking this the wrong way. So that's one. And then the friendship, should she question the friendship? She should question her as a friend. Like, why are you so pressed to be competing over this dude that like your friend? And then what was the other thing?
Like, should she even try? Like, Rebecca told her it was may the best woman win. Should she actually try to pursue him?
No, because he don't want you like that. Like, why would you try to chase after him if all this time y'all been hanging out and dating and stuff, and he still pushing up on your friend? He don't want you like that. So she just got to accept that. Don't push up no more on him. No, she gonna be wasting. That's wasted energy.
T, how would you feel if you was in that position? How would you feel in every person position? Murray and Rebecca position or the guy's position?
What's the end game? Are they looking for a relationship or they just looking for a good time? Because if they're looking for a relationship, then I don't feel like Murray should try to compete with Rebecca because he likes Rebecca. So you don't have a win in that situation. Right. Now, if it's just a sex thing, go ahead, let him hit. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he's gonna hit you. He'll hit you. I'm pretty sure he'll hit you. Hit your friend too, and he'll decide from there who he really wants to be with. Whoever's got the torchy is who he's gonna be with. This is just a sex thing. You know what I'm saying? She should say something to him, but just expressing how she feels. Like, I thought maybe we could have had something or da-da-da-da, but I'm pretty sure, like you said, he probably going to be like, oh, nah, you took it the wrong way. It wasn't like that. It was just more so of a friend type thing. Yeah. I mean, but if they just try and hit, I mean, hey. I'm Himothy. I'm going to go ahead and do it.
You said I'm Himothy.
Yeah, I'm Himothy Jones. I'm knocking them both down.
Miss Siobhan, if you was the dude, how would you feel? If you was it was two men in that same situation.
Oh wait, if it was two men in that situation.
If you was the dude, let's say you was the one they met at homecoming, and you the one that they invited to the friends game night?
Oh, and I was the one they invited to the game night, and I got the option between both of the dudes because both of them like me.
Yeah.
I'm not letting them knock me down. No.
I mean,
I would want to be with the one that I like. Not, I would just be like, yeah, we cool. That's my homie.
What if you get with the one you like and he knock you down and he ain't the one you like no more?
I'm not gonna go.
You gonna go back? You gonna go back? Try to go back to the other one?
No, it's so many more dudes out there. I'm not gonna be going playing between the friends. No.
Let me hit Rebecca and that shit is some trash. I'm going right back to Mary.
She should not let you come back. No, that's not.
She better. I'm gonna drop this thing. I'm gonna drop this thing off in Martha.
Yeah, her name Mary.
Mary.
Let me say this. One, I don't think I'm dating Rebecca because I remember Rebecca didn't want to holler at me a couple of years ago.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
That's why you
so I'm just, that's my level of spitefulness. That you didn't see nothing in me before. I actually been in, what? Everybody can see you, right? You can't hide it on the street. Everybody sees the same thing I see. But it's like my level of spitefulness is I'm not going to date her again. Okay. That's my level.
I forgot
because I'm gonna be honest. I was in that situation in high school. Like a girl who kind of like shunned me. The first year, the second year was like all on my line. Like literally, like, and somebody else convinced me that I should holler at her. Huh?
I was in that situation before too.
Yeah, and you know what I did. So we know each other, so we know what we both did. But they all did. But that
both y'all hit nerves.
Yeah, because it was never. I was never going but so far. Yeah. Because I remember you showing me. Right. I remember. I still remember this. No exaggeration. T. First year in Cadoza, probably about a couple of weeks. I'm actually talking to a friend, and she was like, "Oh, he flew." And I was like, what? Like, this back when I used to cut real hard. Yeah. You gotta remember, this is like 92.
The 90s.
Like, oh, he flew. I'm like, what? He's like, this back when I cursed him off real quick. And they're like, hold up, Rez. Because we was like, in Cadoza, people have those sections in our kitchen. Like, you had your side. So I was actually on another side of the cafeteria when she told me. I'm like, what you say, B? Like, so they like, Rez. I'm like, man, she don't know me. The following year, we in class. Guess who's on Red's line? Like, he.
You ain't floating
yeah. But I do still. Psychologically, I still know it to this day. We're talking about 30 years ago, and I still remember it to this day. So at that time, I can't see me dating Rebecca at all.
I couldn't that part. So for that same reason, I wouldn't want to get with the friend with the dude either. Then because I forgot about that piece of the story. Yeah. I can't see me dating Rebecca. And then when it comes to Murray, if I was the guy, it all depends on because I was flirting with one friend over the other, that don't mean I ain't found both of them equally attractive. Right.
So it's like, blah, blah, blah. Because I done been in that situation before because I actually ended up dating the one I think I'm telling too much because a lot of people who I meet be like, Randy, I seen your podcast, and I'm like, dang, did I talk about her? But I actually dated the different friend, but the one I wanted, I didn't date her. I actually dated a friend. So it is those situations like just because I'm hollering at her, that don't mean she's the one I actually, want or not, or like I find the other one equally. So if Murray is cool, I would have entertained Rebecca for the situation. Like I don't I'm never gonna let you know that I had an issue, and I'm going to pour hot coal on your head like the Bible. This is the only time when I think about the Bible is I'm gonna be as nice as possible. You know, the biggest revenge is success, and that's all out of it. Like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, what's up? Like, yeah, success. Like, what you doing with yourself? I'm just successful. Like, just successful now. Hey, Mary, you ready to go? Like, I'm just successful. I'd have laughed and joked with her. I'd have played. What's the name? But I'm successful. Now, then on the guy's point of view, if a friend of mine's like, if I seen that situation, I'm going to fall back. Mm-hmm. If I was married and let's say she wanted tea and what's the name? And I'm like, you feeling her? And he's like, yeah, she got, oh, okay. I'm going to fall back. Right. I don't have a problem with that. It's just like Siobhan just said, it's plenty of fish in the sea.
It is.
Like, it's, you know.
We ain't got to agree.
Yeah. If I liked her, because I don't want to date her in all actuality, she still want tea.
Right.
Like, I feel some type of way about, like, I don't want to date her and like, yeah, I kind of like the dreadlocks thing. Okay, look. Teach his own. Exactly. I could never grow dread. I would never be able to grow dread again. Like, but y'all know what time it is. It's the Dating 101 card game. If y'all ain't got y'all deck, y'all need to get y'all deck.
Yes.
We got 3 now. We started off with 1. Now we got 3.
Yes.
All of them helps you have more meaningful date nights. More meaningful dates, meeting people in a much more meaningful place, and help you judge the character of people. Yeah. Now, these cards right here, again, I always got to put this claim out there. Siobhan created them. They are 101 questions that you got to ask yourself when dating, but I personally believe these should be the first ones that you not only ask yourself, but ask the person that you're going out and dating. Okay. I'm going to start with Siobhan because T don't like that we always start with her. Oh. It says but do my relationship experience help or hinder my dating experience? Miss Siobhan.
Should have thought of me.
So I would say it's both. Depending upon I like the inside of it. They're cute. I like that color. Depending upon my thought process. So it could be both. So my painful experiences can hinder me if I allow them to in the new relationship, but I have to, transform my thinking or whatever. But my pleasurable experiences, can help. Or just experiences in general. Like I learn more about myself, so that can be helpful for me as I move forward in the next relationship. And so, yeah, I think it could be both, honestly.
Okay. T.
It absolutely hinders me. Absolutely. I battle with myself every day. It hinders me. It does. Because, like, I haven't been in a lot of relationships, but the relationships I've been in were serious, and they all blew up in my face. So, now, when I'm dealing with people, it's like, I don't even want to be in a relationship because it's just going to blow up in my face. Gotcha. So I'd rather just, do whatever we do, just flow with it. And then I ain't got to worry about it blowing up in my face.
Okay.
So it's like avoiding the pain?
Yeah, that messes me up, though, because you got to jump out there sometime. And I just don't be jumping out there. It's hard.
That's a protection. Yeah, I get it.
Okay. Did they say something in the comments?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, it's on me. It's a in between because it helps me on certain on certain ways because I was having this conversation today. I personally understand the psychology behind relationships. Like I understand, like I know my likes and dislikes, but it hinders me because it's like the more experience that you get, you assume when you see certain things out of people, it's gonna be like the last person.
Mhm.
Like you'll never get a time to play out, so it'll get you to cut off people quick.
Yeah.
It'll help you in one ways to understand psychology when it comes to it because you've been in enough of them. But it also hinders me because again, you see certain things you don't like, and you decide that nah, I don't even want to be like a part of it.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then like, you know what? It gives you even my daughter, we both do it. We quick to like get out of stuff. Like I remember at one time they just like, Ray, you real quick. Like because like my past have shown me like this ain't gonna work out.
Mhm.
Like yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
King Twan says, I'm not trusting the soul because everyone mess up, but it's accountability is what kills me. And Big Toke says defense mechanism. And Jackie's like says all. And Big Toke says I agree with T. Yeah.
Yeah. Dang, T, you starting to get a lot of fans on this joint lately. I'm not liking that at all. I'm not liking that at all. You starting to do too many strong emotional things up here, breaking down this man toxicity. So that's the issue.
With the audience, man. That's all.
We like it. We like the vulnerability.
Yeah. You starting to do that too much.
Long as y'all out there, y'all don't neglect my vulnerability.
We won't take advantage.
All right, don't take advantage of it.
Yeah, we
or
won't.
anything like that.
Yeah.
We applaud it.
So again, y'all, these are some real great cards. Like I said, I mean, these are good. Y'all know it's Christmas time.
Yes.
These are some good cards to get y'all girlfriends, y'all male friends, y'all family members, y'all all around buddies. And if you're dating and you want to date seriously, I would suggest you, not even because I helped create them, but I really like just reading these cards help myself mentally. Yeah. So go ahead and copy y'all some, go in the Dating 101 card game and copy your joints. Of course, you can hit me or T.
Only reason I don't have my cards in my hand, y'all, is because they'll be all the way over there on the table. That's why I always laugh when I see the cards. Now, you always forget to grab them and bring them over here. I got the cards too, so.
Okay,
so of course T got the cards. He actually got the card. So don't think all of us don't have all the cards. Yeah. But again, thanks for y'all for coming out. This is the Dating 101 card game collaboration with the Homeboys Conversation. I'm gonna keep that part out of it. We'll see y'all next week. Peace out.
All right, y'all.
Join us every Monday at 9 p.m. on IG Live for Homeboys Conversation After Dark with Dating 101 card game. And make sure you like, comment, and share.